Ever wake up in the morning and feel like you've already run a marathon before you've even had your coffee? You're not alone. Many people over 60 notice they're constantly tired. Not the kind of tired that a nap can fix, but a deep, dragging fatigue that seems to suck the joy out of everyday life. You get up, move around, maybe do a few chores, and then you need to sit down again. Even simple tasks start to feel overwhelming. Here's the thing. This kind of exhaustion isn't just getting older. In fact, in many cases, it's your body trying to tell you something important. And one of the most common messages it's sending is this. You might be missing key nutrients that your body desperately needs to keep you energized. That's right. After 60, your body's ability to absorb and process certain nutrients starts to change. Your digestion slows. Your appetite might not be what it used to be, and sometimes, even if you're eating well, you could still be falling short in areas that quietly drain your energy every single day. In this video, we'll uncover the 5 most common nutrient deficiencies that cause fatigue in people over. More importantly, we'll show you simple, practical ways to fix them, starting today so you can regain your energy, feel more alive, and start enjoying your day instead of just getting through it. Let's dive into the first major culprit, and it's one most people have no idea they're lacking. Nutrient number 1, vitamin B12, the silent energy killer. Let's start with the one that doctors are constantly warning about but rarely explain in detail. Vitamin B12. This vitamin is crucial for producing red blood cells, keeping your nervous system healthy, and turning the food you eat into energy. In other words, it's your body's ignition switch. Without enough of it, your entire system slows down. You feel weak, foggy, and just off. Now here's the shocker. By age 60, your stomach produces less acid, and that means your body can't absorb B12 from food as efficiently as it used to. Even if you're eating meat, eggs, or dairy, which are rich in B12, you could still end up deficient. And the symptoms? They're sneaky. We're talking about low energy, mood swings, forgetfulness, numbness, or tingling in your hands or feet, and even balance problems. In fact, many seniors have been misdiagnosed with dementia or depression, when the real issue was a simple B12 deficiency. So what can you do? First, get your levels checked. A simple blood test can reveal whether you're low. If you are, your doctor may recommend B12 supplements, and in some cases, injections work faster and more effectively. But if you're trying to boost B12 naturally, focus on foods like beef liver. Just a small amount goes a long way. Sardines, tuna fortified, cereals, low-fat dairy products, and if you follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, you'll likely need a B12 supplement no matter what, because plants don't provide it. Now here's the good news. Once your B12 levels return to normal, you can feel a huge difference in just a few weeks. That bone-deep tiredness, that mental fog, it can start lifting. You may even feel like your younger self again. Let's pause here and think about that for a second. How many seniors have spent months or even years dragging themselves through life when the root problem was something as simple and fixable as a vitamin? If that sounds like you, or someone you love, B12 is the first place to look, but it's not the only one. Nutrient number 2, iron. More than just a women's issue. Iron deficiency is often associated with younger women due to menstruation, but the truth is, men and women over 60 are just as vulnerable, especially if they've had surgery, chronic inflammation, or digestive issues. Iron plays a key role in producing hemoglobin, the protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout your body. So when you're low in iron, your blood literally can't deliver enough oxygen to your muscles and brain. What does that feel like? Constant fatigue, pale skin, shortness of breath, feeling lightheaded when you stand up, heart palpitations, or fluttering. Now here's the tricky part. Seniors can lose small amounts of blood internally, especially if they're taking aspirin or anti-inflammatory medications for arthritis or heart health. And even a slow, silent loss of blood over time can gradually lead to iron deficiency. Anemia, a major cause of fatigue in older adults. So what can you do? Again, a simple blood test can reveal your iron levels. If you're low, your doctor might suggest iron supplements, but these can cause constipation, so they must be used carefully, and often alongside other nutrients like vitamin C to improve absorption. And don't forget the iron-rich foods: lean red meat, lentils and bean spinach, and kale, tofu, pumpkin seeds, iron-fortified cereals and breads. And remember this: if you drink coffee or tea with your meals, it can block iron absorption. So try to enjoy those beverages between meals instead. Rebuilding your iron levels isn't overnight, but when your oxygen delivery improves, so does your energy, mental clarity, and even your mood. So if you've been feeling winded, dizzy, or just completely wiped out for no clear reason, iron might be the missing piece. Now that we've talked about B12 and iron, two of the biggest energy-sapping culprits, it's time to dig even deeper into the nutrients that quietly wear you down day after day. Because while these two are heavy hitters, they're not the only ones draining your strength. Let's keep going. Nutrient number 3, magnesium, the unsung hero of energy and sleep. You've probably heard of magnesium before, but did you know it's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body? One of its most important jobs? Converting food into energy. Without enough magnesium, your cells can't do their job efficiently, so you end up feeling weak, stiff, and constantly drained. But that's not all. Magnesium also helps regulate your nervous system, your muscles, and even your sleep cycles. So if you're always tired and can't sleep well, magnesium might be playing a role in both. Common signs of low magnesium include muscle cramps, twitches, or spasms, trouble falling or staying asleep, fatigue and weakness, irritability, or anxiety, irregular heartbeat after age 60. Magnesium deficiency becomes more common, especially if you take diuretics or medications for high blood pressure, diabetes, or acid reflux. Many seniors also eat fewer magnesium-rich foods or have trouble absorbing the mineral due to digestive changes. So how can you get more? Start by including these magnesium-rich foods in your diet. Dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard pumpkin, seeds and sunflower seeds, almonds and cashews, black beans, avocados. Whole grains like brown rice and quinoa. Magnesium supplements are also available, but they're not all the same. Magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate are more easily absorbed and gentler on the stomach than magnesium oxide. And here's a simple trick. Taking magnesium before bed can help relax your muscles, calm your mind, and support deeper, more restful sleep. So if your fatigue is paired with tight muscles, poor sleep, or brain fog, magnesium could be a game changer. Nutrient number 4, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin that powers your muscles and mood. If you're over 60 and tired all the time, low vitamin D is a huge red flag. Vitamin D is well known for helping your bones stay strong, but it also plays a major role in immune health, muscle function, and even energy production at the cellular level. And get this, it also influences mood and motivation. So if you've been feeling tired, sluggish, depressed, or just unmotivated, low vitamin D could be one of the root causes. Now here's the kicker. Up to 80% of adults over 60 are deficient in vitamin D. Why? Because as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. We spend more time indoors. Our kidneys may not convert vitamin D into its active form as well, and our diets often lack foods that contain it. The symptoms of low vitamin D aren't always obvious, but here are some common ones: fatigue and low energy, bone or muscle aches, frequent illness or slow wound healing, depression or mood changes, weakness, and falls. To fix this, start with a blood test to check your levels. Your doctor may recommend a vitamin D3 supplement, which is the active form your body needs. As for food, you can get vitamin D from fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, egg yolks, fortified milk, yogurt, and orange juice, cod liver oil. A very rich source. And of course, aim to get some safe sun exposure, about 10 to 20 minutes a few times a week, depending on your skin tone and local climate. Just remember, if you wear sunscreen or live in a cloudy northern region, You might not get enough vitamin D from sun alone. That's where supplements often become necessary. And once your vitamin D levels come back up, people often report clearer thinking, stronger muscles, improved balance, and yes, a lot more energy. Nutrient number 5, potassium. The overlooked electrolyte that keeps you going. Potassium doesn't get as much attention as calcium or iron, but it's absolutely essential for your energy levels, especially as you get older. Why? Because potassium helps your cells generate energy, your muscles contract properly, and your nerves fire signals efficiently. It also keeps your heart rhythm steady and helps regulate blood pressure. When your potassium is too low, known as hypokalemia, you might feel unusually tired, weak, or shaky, constipated, dizzy, or lightheaded, numb, or tingly in your hands or feet. Potassium loss is common among seniors who take diuretics, water pills, laxatives, or certain blood pressure medications. It can also happen if you've had prolonged illness, sweating, vomiting, or diarrhea. So what can you do? First, always talk to your doctor before supplementing potassium, because too much can be dangerous, especially for those with kidney issues. Instead, focus on potassium-rich foods like bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, spinach, and other leafy greens, white beans, oranges, and orange juice, yogurt, coconut water. These foods not only support potassium levels, but also offer fiber, magnesium, and other nutrients your body needs. And here's something interesting. Low potassium often goes hand in hand with low magnesium. So if you're low in one, you might be low in the other. And fixing both can supercharge your recovery from chronic fatigue. Bringing it all together, your energy recovery plan after 60. Let's recap. If you're over 60 and constantly tired, the cause may not be just aging. It could be one or more of these silent nutrient deficiencies. Vitamin B12, critical for red blood cells and brain health. Iron, essential for carrying oxygen through your body. Magnesium, powers energy production and supports deep sleep. Vitamin D, boosts your immune system, muscles, and mood. Potassium, keeps your muscles and nerves functioning smoothly. So what should you do now? Ask your doctor for a full nutrient panel, especially if you're feeling tired all the time. Adjust your diet to include foods rich in the nutrients we talked about. Consider supplements if needed, but only after discussing them with a professional. Hydrate. Get gentle movement every day and aim for restful sleep. These all help your body absorb and use nutrients more efficiently. And most importantly, don't accept chronic fatigue as your new normal. Getting older doesn't have to mean slowing down. With the right nutrition, your body can feel stronger, clearer, and more energized than it has in years. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your energy is worth protecting, and your best years might still be ahead. See you in the next one.